everybody, I'm Mind, and this is set number 71801, Kai's Rising Dragon Strike from the January 2024 wave of Ninjago Dragons Rising sets. This set contains 24 pieces and 2 minifigures and will retail for $9.99 when it officially releases. This set was of course sent to me early for review by the LEGO group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. I'm doing a bunch of early Ninjago reviews right now, so go click the playlist in the top right corner if you want to see the rest of them. But now let's take a look at this set, which is of course one of the 3 gimmick sets for this wave. The gimmicks this time around are all very similar to each other. In fact, they're basically just recolors of the same exact build. I was considering just doing them all in one video, but I think doing separate videos is better for the YouTube algorithm. So they are going to be separated, but they are very, very similar. The only main difference is the minifigures. We'll take a closer look at the minifigures in a moment, but there is 2 minifigures in these gimmick sets, which is nice to see. Typically, gimmick sets only have 1, so it's great to get a hero and a villain here. But the actual build of this set does not have too much going on. I do like the idea behind the play feature with this one. You sort of slam down on this back part right here, and the dragon will go flying, and that way it can like launch out at any enemies. But the actual build, I have to say, leaves a little bit to be desired. I get it's meant to be simple so it can actually function with the play feature, but man, I just really wish they were more unique. I guess I'll go through the parts that are here. First, this is an all-new molded dragon headpiece, which I actually do quite like. You can see it's got like these trans blue eyes on the inside, and if we open the mouth up, that's actually a dragon energy core. No, I don't believe in the gimmick sets any of them are new colors. I believe they're all from the first wave, but it is cool to put that in the dragon's mouth and have it like work as eyes. You can see the upper jaw connects onto the body on like this hinge system, and I was curious if this new hinge worked with this older hinge system that was used on like the 4+ fire dragon, but unfortunately that does not seem to be the case. If we detach these 2 parts, for one, the top jaw and bottom jaw just don't fit together at all. But even beyond that, the size of these 2 is just entirely different, like that doesn't connect. So that's unfortunate. It definitely leads to less customizability. However, if you did want to make a full dragon with this thing, there is bars in the back, so I suppose you could probably do something with that. There is a way to connect it to other LEGO parts, but I do wish there was more options from the jump. We've got some new wing pieces here, which these are actually very cool. I'm excited to see where else they're going to be used. I hope they are used somewhere else outside of these gimmicks, but they've got 2 bars on them so you can create slightly different shapes, and just these golden tooth pieces attached to the front to be little claws. The body of the dragon is very simple. I get that it's for the gimmick, but it doesn't really feel like a proper dragon at all. And then you have like this tail piece or launcher piece or whatever out the back, and this is how you actually operate the play feature. There is room to fit a minifigure right here, so for example, Kai in this set, I can attach him right there so he's sort of riding on the dragon. And now let me demonstrate the play feature. I literally just punch down on this and it'll go flying. Which, admittedly, that's fun to do, I guess. But being completely honest, this is my least favorite gimmick in years. It's unique at the very least, like it's not just another spinner, because we do get spinners all the time. But I don't know, it feels very weak to me. This feels like it would be a Happy Meal toy, not an actual set they're charging $10 for. That being said, there is 2 minifigures in this gimmick, and yeah, I think this gimmick absolutely needed that. The only other gimmick sets to have 2 minifigures were the Prime Empire arcade pods, and those were fantastic. This, not as much, but the 2 minifigures does make up for the value a little bit. I wish I had more to say, but no, that's about all there is to this build. Like, you have the option to leave the mouth open if you want and like try to aim for an enemy. Here's that. Dragon Energy Core fell out of the mouth that time. So yeah, I don't know. There is fun to be had here, don't get me wrong. But as I said, it's more of like a Happy Meal toy. I know we call these gimmick sets, but this is a very gimmicky gimmick set. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what you think of these. They don't look the best. The play feature's perfectly fine though. And there's literally only 24 parts in the package. So at least to me, the most interesting part about this set is the minifigures. So now let's take a look at them. Here are the 2 minifigures in this set, and I will say at the very least that these are very good. The Rising Dragon suits, I guess that's what we're gonna call these, because that's the name of the gimmicks. So not the Dragons Rising suits, the Rising Dragon suits are just the mech suits that we get in the main wave of sets, though with a different hood piece and a different armor piece. And I have to say, I kinda like how this looks. I know a lot of people really aren't feeling the ZX armor anymore because it's a little bit dated, but you know what? Here on this figure, it kinda works for me. When we saw official pictures, I wasn't loving it either, but having this in hand, no, it actually looks really good. I think the red and the gold here looks super nice, and the bright orange really pops. In fact, I think I like this color combination more than the mech suit color combination, because the gold sort of relegated to the top part, while the bottom is more dark red and bright orange. It just breaks up the suit really nicely, and actually makes her a fantastic figure. Other than that though, yeah, it is the same mech suit, which I do really like, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing about that that differs from the set that we already saw. Around the back you can see Kai's name written in jargon, and then he does just still have the same face print he had in Dragons Rising. So the only exclusive minifigure part in this set is that hood piece with the red and the gold, but I have to say it fits Kai really well and it fits this minifigure really well. I'm happy to get it, it's a cool variant. And then the Wolf Mask Guard is just a generic villain for this wave. However, at least in this first wave of sets, this is one of only 2 sets that this variant comes in, which is kind of interesting because I think this is the less interesting of the 2 variants. I think the full Wolf Mask version's a lot cooler, and it's like a way more detailed minifigure. But yeah, that version's way more common, comes in tons of sets. This guy only comes in 2. So cool to get him for cheap if you want to get multiples of this guy. I guess this is a good way to do it. Though actually, wait, he comes in a $10 battle pack, which gets you way more figures, so no, actually, this is not a good way to do it. But hey, I mean, if you're getting every set, it's good to get another of this guy. And I've covered the rest of this guy in other reviews already, but yeah, the color scheme's great. I love the purple and the dark blue. He's got the word wolf written in jargon. Nice level of detail for just generic villains. And I like this new symbol that they have around the back too. There's like the back face print, as well as the front face print, where you can see he's like powered up and his eyes are like this striking blue color. These minifigures are definitely the highlight of this set. The build and play feature don't care for so much, but these genuinely are pretty good. And so, overall, would I recommend this set? No. No, I mean, it's a gimmick set, and gimmick sets, it's always like, you're really not missing much if you don't get them. But I will say, this is one of the weakest ones in a while. I think what really does it for me is I feel like this doesn't have much play functionality outside of the play feature, right? Because even though they do spinners all the time, spinners have a purpose. They're meant to represent the ninja doing spinjitzu. And like, when I was a kid and I was playing with my Ninjago sets, I would put the ninja on the spinners to represent them doing spinjitzu, even if I wasn't playing the actual spinner game. This, though, doesn't really have that. Like, yes, it's a dragon, you can play with it as a dragon, but it's not a very good-looking dragon, and there's many much better looking dragons on shelves right now for not that much more money. So I get what they were going for here, and it's a fun concept. I think I just wish the dragon itself looked a little better, so there was more functionality outside of just slamming it and launching it. I think Happy Meal toy is the most apt comparison I can make. It's something a kid can have fun with, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't feel like too great of a play experience for $10, especially when we have the Jay's Mech Battle Pack this wave, which is at the same price, and that comes with 4 minifigures. And the minifigures are good, but literally only one piece is exclusive, the Kai Hood. The rest you can get in other sets. So if you really want every minifigure, I guess you could pick this one up, but if you don't mind not having every minifigure, yeah, this is a very easy one to skip out on. But of course, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of this set in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And let me know in the comments which 2024 Ninjago set you want to see an early review on next. But as for this one, I think that's about all I have to say, so thanks for watching everybody, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!